show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope.
On a gorgeous southern afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard
line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? There was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Yetur Gross-Matos. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
20.
They go play action with Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a game.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up
from the midfield stripe. They'll look to throw.
50-yard line.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Complete to Chris Mann.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Walker on 3rd and 2. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Carolina.
Off the play fake. Walker. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Walker on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Open man is Anderson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, Walker. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Falcons 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Green to bring it back. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You don't always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. Good. I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 6-yard line.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his first touchdown on the year. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Keanu Neal. 7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He gives to Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 21.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 30 on second down. Ryan, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Now it's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
For Carolina.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Operating from the gun, Walker. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run. Yardage.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down, Panthers.
Walker now. Off play action. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Here's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They run, it's Gurley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have the first down here, but hold on, as there's a flag on the field, and I think someone got held. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Open man, it's Stocker.
That's good.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On first down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This time they stay on the ground. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Panther first down.
Here's Walker throwing on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Walker to throw again. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Carolina.
Walker off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst, and he goes out right around the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Walker. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll run with McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Walker. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Off play action. Walker. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Walker. To throw on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Slide for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Falcons 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10. At their own.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
30-yard line.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go, defense. Who we got? Hey, check my 33. Check my 33. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's at 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Koo now for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Panthers 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
1st down.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
On the play. First down, Carolina.
On the ground, McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Carolina.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
21-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Walker
16.
under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal at the 1.
I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Panthers 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Walker dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, Walker. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun. Walker. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I can't believe it.
Another carry now for Derlin. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the ball.
And look at this, it's a fake. But he will not come anywhere close to the 1st down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
A loss of 3.
Here's Walker throwing on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. So 1st and